Hello and welcome to Grapple Games TV. This is Josh Fozzard, and tonight we will be playing some Friday Night Magic. And here in round 1, we have Dickey playing a Boros Aggro deck, and Josh on the right is playing a Quasi-Blue, using the fun card Quasiduplicate. I want to welcome everybody that's tuning in tonight. If you're out there and you're listening, please let me know if the audio and everything is an acceptable quality and level for you to hear. Alright, looks like they are trying their opening hands. And it looks like Dickey did mulligan, so he's tried a card to the bottom. And the roll-off. Dickey rolls an 8, Josh rolls a 7. Looks like Dickey will be playing first. Oh, actually let Josh go first. Josh lays down an island. Alright, Dickey leads off with a tapped land, red and white. Josh plays a second blue. Alright, Dickey untaps, plays another land. And does he have a turn 2 play? He does. Ooh, the glare is strong this evening. Alright, land 3 for Josh and still no plays. Looks like he does have the Tempest Gin there in his hand. So he probably didn't play that on turn 3 so that he can protect it with a another spell. And it looks like a haste creature comes out, knocking Josh down to 16 life.
Basically, if I have amber at my creatures, they die. I forgot to attack with that last turn. I did it. So. Oh. What? Oh. Just because I'm gonna like another one.
Alright, so it looks like Dickey's played a Sky Terror and a Sky Knight Legionnaire. And then Josh just played a Murmuring Mystic. And Rekindling Phoenix comes down for Dickey. Oh, hey, Midnight, we have about 6 players tonight. So I know a lot of our players are up in Milwaukee at the GP. Looks like Dickey is explaining the Rekindling Phoenix. When he dies, basically lays an egg that's going to rehatch into a new phoenix. Are you up there, Midnight? Are you playing in the GP? Or are you at home tonight?
And then I get 2 more life. He only adds a 2 more creature. Why should I do it? Oh yeah, the cats have like
Ah, gotcha. Alright, so it looks like Josh is casting some spells, making some birds. These are birds that are put out by the Murmuring Mystic whenever he casts an instant or sorcery. Alright, so let's take a look at the Rekindling Phoenix. It's a 4-drop, 4/3 flying creature, and when he dies, creates a 0/1 red elemental creature token has the text at the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this creature, and then return target card named Rekindling Phoenix from the graveyard to the battlefield, and it gains haste. So it is a very good threat that is hard to take care of. I do play Arena. Alright, looks like Dickey is filling the board up with all kinds of Boros creatures. And a bunch of people are coming in. Alright, so Josh throws a couple of the birds in front of the attack, knocking his life down to 8.
Yeah, I have something just in case I have to.
So when I rig with him, I choose a creature, and get one creature in 4 or next raptor equal to the required creature in
Oh yeah, so they just added the ability to challenge people on MTG Arena. So, you know, you have to also know the number that comes after your name, and I don't recall that. Yeah, apparently. Okay, awesome. You know what? Just send me a text with that, and I'll text you back mine. I'll figure out what that is, so I can. I'll have to look on my computer. But yeah, MTG Arena is a great game. It's really well done. I've just been mostly kind of grinding for gold so I can play into the drafts. All right, looks like Josh is casting Anticipate, which allows him to look at the top 3 cards of his library, put one in his hand, the rest on the bottom. Doing so causes Murmuring Mystic to pop out a bird. But it looks like he's going to have a hard time. Okay, so out comes the Tempest Gen. The Tempest Gen is a flying 0/4, but gets +1/0 for every island you control. Yep, I just got your text, Derek, so good there. So the Tempest Gen just gets bigger and bigger with more islands you play. Big flying threats. So looks like Josh got in with his little bird. Although facing that onslaught of creatures might not have been a wise choice to swing in. Alright, here's the Tempest Gen. So it looks like he blocked and killed the Rekindling Phoenix, which then gets that little egg. And he's down to 1 life. This looks like it might be hard for Josh to come back from that.
I was looking at like dang man, is he blowing up the field every time?
Especially since that Phoenix is just going to come right back with haste. No, trading is not currently implemented in MTG Arena. Neither is like buying individual cards, so you pretty much have to build your collection through opening packs. Alright, so 4 attackers, 3 blockers. That is it for Josh. Game 1 is over. First win goes to Dickey with Boros Aggro. Yep, drafting is probably the best way to build up your collection. Pretty much currently what I've been doing is just kind of doing the daily grinding, which gets you gold. And then once you build up to, I think it's 5,000 gold, you can enter a Dominaria draft. And depending on how well you do there, you'll earn gems. And then after building up so many, I think 6 or 750 gems, you can enter a competitive draft. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, that's kind of a good way to just build up the collection, and it's totally free if you don't want to sink any money into it. Yeah, it's pretty cheap to draft. Is it $5? That's not bad. I was thinking it was 10, but maybe that's a different format. Oh, by the way, let me know how the sound is. Is it a good volume? Too loud? Too much background noise? Just let me know. Alrighty. Restarting game 2. And it looks like Josh's hand, did it have islands? I'm not even sure. Oh, yeah, he does have at least one. And it looks like Dickey may be taking a mulligan there. Oh, maybe not. Maybe that was his first straw. Oh, but he is scrying, so I'm not sure. I thought he drew 7 cards. Alright, so Josh leads off with an island. Red-white tap land for Dickey. Alright, Josh has a main phase opt. Scry 1, and then draw a card. Tosses it onto the bottom. Oh yeah, that is definitely one of our top selling playmats right there. The squirrel riding the toad. It is epic. There's also some sleeves that go along with it too. But yeah, even people that come into the store that aren't even Magic players always maybe comment on that mat. It's hilarious. How's it going, Zach? Alright, the Sky Terror comes out for Dickey. Let's go ahead and pull up that card.
That's why you can't check gold. That's why it makes the game as good as the way it is.
No, I only do one damage to health.
But also, but that's the thing. The cakes that are
Sky Terror is a 2-drop, 2/2 flying with menace. Double evasion.
Yeah. Only thing I could play, I can't actually
Looks like maybe Josh had cast another opt.
He needs to play more. You need to play more. That's all that is. You want to play this?
Yep, I am one of the owners at Grapple Games here. My partner is Craig.
This artwork is sort of scary. Right?
Alright, looks like Josh drew one of the Saga cards.
Yeah, the skill of this game is relying upon you learning your deck.
If you find the other one.
Evan, you have a broken card. You have a broken card.
But he decides to cast Murmuring Mystic for 4 mana.
No. Library access. Let you draw a card whenever card you play. So, you've actually got one of probably the best, 3 best cards in the game. That's actually, hold on. I'm actually going through and helping you figure out stuff.
There we've got the Murmuring Mystic. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you create a 1/1 Bluebird Illusion token with flying.
Card would increase that deals damage to each opponent's thing. Okay, because it says deals 2 damage to each opponent.
Alright, looks like Dickey is growing his team with some +1 counters there.
Doesn't enchantment count?
Then swings in with the team.
I'm not going to do that because that'd just be wasted.
Alright, Murmuring Mystic blocks one of them. He's a good blocker with 5 toughness, but it looks like the arrest comes through. And it looks like Josh takes about 8 damage, bringing him down to 10 life.
Yeah, you don't have the word logo.
When it enters the field.
You just got one of them in your deck. Silver Tooth, Brownie,
Because I got my own dice. My dice were, I got them for Dungeons and Dragons, but I never.
So Zach, are you I can't quite see your full name, but are you a local player or just happen to be tuning in on Facebook there, looks like?
I want to get in. I want to get in.
Alright, so Josh is casting Time of Ice, which is one of the sagas. First and second counters that are put on it, tap down a creature, and then the third counter bounces all tapped creatures back to their owner's hand. Along with an opt, making a bird, doing a scry, drawing a card. So as long as that creature that's been tapped with Time of Ice, he will not untap.
I'm attacking using everything. Both these have light blink.
Alright, so it looks like Dickey cast Risk Factor.
It can't attack or block. Which means I do 2, 5 damage. And I gain 3.
Which gives Josh the choice of either taking 4 damage or letting Dickey draw 3 cards. And it looked like he drew the cards there.
On the turn for that.
Oh, great. So you're able to, looks like he's tapping down. Oh no, he looks like he's blocking somebody with the Murmuring Mystic.
He's just gonna get so bored, he's gonna probably...
Oh, Zach, looks like, did you sell all of your cards or just get out of the game? I know a lot of people that, used to play and
I don't know why they
ended up selling all the cards at one point or another. Oh, looks like Josh extends the hand and the game goes to Dickey.
I don't have any...
But yeah, disc golf is great. We started selling it up at our new Linux store, and it was very popular, so we had to bring it down here to Bourbonnais. Really not a whole lot of places to get your discs down here, so if you play disc golf, stop in. We've got a wide selection of discs from Innova. Wish we had more courses in the area, but there's quite a few up by our new Linux store too. They're really good courses out there.
His deck's fine. He just has to play it more and learn how to play it.
Haste means things can attack.
Learn how your deck plays.
Alrighty, so
I use this. I get 2
game 1 is over.
vampire creatures.
We'll go ahead and switch the camera over to another match that's still playing. In the meantime,
I gotta get myself some land.
let me go ahead and switch that over now.
The opposite
We will be
model
right
that I
back.
had last time. Last time.
Alrighty, so we are switching over to table 2.
I'll play my time.
We'll get over get the names out of the way.
See, now I can't pick.
But we looks like we have.
Ones are good.
I'm sure you saw we had 8. We had 2 last minute entries, so we're up to 8.
Oh, really? Nice.
There you go.
Craig, Lucas, and Karl.
Awesome.
God, he's so hot.
Okay, so we had some. We had 2 last-minute entries into the tournament, so we will be at 8 players. Still 3 rounds. All right, so here we've got at table 2. Looks like a Bant mill deck over on the right-hand side with Teferi out, Psychic Corrosion, a couple other cards, Mirari Conjecture, and then on the left looks like a black-red mean deck there. Crucible of Worlds, the Eldest Reborn, Doom Whisper, couple. Oh, the mill is real over here on the right-hand side with Psychic Corrosion. Let's go ahead and take a look at that card real quick.
So 2/2. So 4 creatures with 2 and everything I think. Power, so that's 4, 8 damage. Because I got 4 creatures with 2. Unless you
Alrighty, so oh, it's not showing up here. There we go. Psychic Corrosion is a 3-drop enchantment that whenever you draw a card, each opponent puts the top 2 cards into the graveyard. So I'm sure every time he pluses Teferi, he's going to draw a card, which will end up milling him 4. And then you got the Mirari Conjecture, which, let's pull that up next, returns cards from your graveyard. Alright, so the Mirari Conjecture, first counter returns an instant from your graveyard to your hand, 2 returns a sorcery card from your graveyard to hand, and 3, until the end of the turn, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you copy it. And you can choose new targets for the copy if you like.
Sometime I want to play you with the casual.
So it looks like you'll be trying to use a bunch of draw spells, replay them, copy them, get them back. But it looks like the left player's deck is still pretty full, maybe halfway, a little bit less than halfway. Meanwhile, it looks like we've Nicol Bolas has joined the battlefield.
Attack using everything, so it would do 4. That's your demon.
Alrighty, so one good thing is that the left player there has the Crucible of Worlds, which allows him to play the lands from his graveyard, so at least with the milling he'll be able to still play lands.
You were blocking. You were blocking. Hey, I killed a demon. That guy's dead. Plus 2. Vampires have life. Hey, I just killed his 7/7.
There's the Crucible of Worlds, reprinted in M19.
With the thing.
Uh-oh, looks like
I thought the demon was wrecked.
Doom Whisperer
I killed it.
is biting the dust,
Guarded a 1.
and then in response he is going to pay 2 life and surveil.
These deal 6 damage. Plus 1 equals 7. So I defeated his 7/7. Yeah. And I'm still probably going to you got a Planeswalker. That will just wreck me. did dumb move. I should have attacked his planeswalker.
Alrighty, can't quite recognize that card that left player just played.
You have to.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kill this.
Darn it, I wish I could revive that and then use it on whatever. Come on, I know. I need a land.
Let the milling begin. Plus us up to Fairy. Mill 4 more cards. I love the look of those full art islands over there on the right hand side. Those are pretty cool looking.
Oh, and then he's gonna get a one. Oh.
Those came from the newest unset, Unstable.
I get only one on because I gained 2. Oh, so it says 4 because it just says whenever I gain what a 1. Oh, every life.
Alright, looks like he is casting Chemister's Insight from his graveyard using the Jumpstart ability. So he's drawing 2 cards, which means the left player will be milling 8 there. Big chunk. And looks like there's not too many cards left in his library there. Alright, another Murmuring Mystic comes out in the Bant Mill deck, so makes sense since he's running probably lots of draw spells. Might as well flood the skies with some birds. They're good blockers, or if the way's clear, you can get some damage in. Alrighty.
Hey, I'll battle that deck with the
Left player's turn. Untaps his stack of lands, plays a land from the graveyard using Crucible of Worlds.
Nixus and Misa. Why only one turn? So 1/1. But it only grades 1.
Alright, looks like he's.
So yeah.
Uh-oh. His library's empty. Oh no, he's surveilling. Okay, so he looked at those 2 cards and decided to leave them on top very wisely. Alright, looks like they finished that up. And looks like the player on the right won that one. Alright, I think that was the last match going, so we will be back in just a second with round 2.
Let's see how many turns it would be before I got it. It would be my 7th.
Oh, well, let's see here.
My 7th turn after that.
Oh, looks like something else happened. Looks like they're still going. Well, we'll stay tuned in here then. Did he shuffle his graveyard into his library?
I'm gonna lose. I knew I was gonna lose. It's cold. I got trash talk.
So yeah, it does look like he reshuffled his graveyard into his library. Triple Psychic Corrosion. So pluses with Teferi, middle 6 cards, and looks like we're going to have to get through that deck another time.
I'm waiting a bit for more. I'm going to be looking until Christmas for more cards. I need to wait.
Alright, it looks like he used a card called Enhanced Surveillance. So let me pull that card up for you real quick.
Actually, technically, he made it. I'm going to make it. Sometime I hope I'm coming here. I'm going to make it casual.
Alright, so Enhanced Surveillance Enchantment. You may look at 2 additional cards each time you surveil, and you can exile it to shuffle your graveyard back into your library. Alright, very good. Good card just for surveil in general, as you're usually milling yourself. But also, if you happen to come up against a mill deck, very good way to unmill yourself.
I need to make it casual.
So did you win? You win both?
He won't.
So what's your name?
He wrecked me. He wrecked me because of his dark flame walker. His dark flame walker.
It sounds like Nicobos just took a swing, bringing the right player down to 21. So it looks like his life was so high. Draws for his turn. Mill 6. Plus his Teferi to draw a card. Mill 6 more.
His flame walker has removed so that if any creature deals damage to a player, I'm looking.
You got Ross.
Murmuring Mystic is back. And he passes turn.
Probably sold the token. Either that or he knows his planeswalker.
Alright. Looks like he's grabbing a land from his graveyard. Looks like he attacked with Nicobolas, and looks like maybe a fog effect was played, creating a bird. Looks like Nicobolas is going to transform into the mighty Planeswalker. So that blue creature that came out, Thought-Bound Phantasm. A defender that gets a lot bigger once you surveil a lot. So he's a 2/2 defender for 1 blue mana, and whenever you surveil, you put a +1 counter on him. And as long as he has 3 or more, he can attack as if he didn't have defender. And let's go ahead and take a look at the mighty Nicobolas, because he is pretty massive, really good threat.
I'm smart, but I'm not able to travel. Except for strategic.
Alrighty, so Nicobolus the Arisen comes in with 7 loyalty counters, pluses up 2 loyalty counters to draw 2 cards, -3 to deal 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker, -4 puts target creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control, and -12 exiles all but the bottom card of the target player's library. Talk about some major mill there. Alright, so looks like he -4 Nicobolus to return a creature or planeswalker card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So he took the right player's Teferi.
Yeah, which I mean I'm going to, but still don't. Still kinda so I'm gonna do exactly what he was suggesting.
Alright, looks like he's using Teferi's second ability to tuck a card back into the library. So -3 on the Teferi puts target non-land permanent into its owner's library, 3rd from the top. So I tucked one of the second corrosions, hoping to slow down the mill.
Yeah, I want to make this a regular thing. Just come after school. I know, that's why I mean I got Saturday and Sunday. I'm talking on like Friday. Because Fridays I can stay until 12 on most Fridays.
Alright, so 2 cards left in his library. Can the right player draw any more to mill him out? Looks like he cannot. Alright, looks like they finished up, so we'll be heading into round 2 and we'll be right back.
Kyle's like